ladies and gentlemen, once again. Holy shit. Okay, we finally got the stream started. Yeah, so today was supposed to be marathon, but you remember how I said that I wasn't gonna say things, say that I was going to do things off stream anymore? And then I said I was going to get back to where we left off stream? Yeah, so that didn't happen. And today I just found out that I'm being laid off again. So it was cool having a job for 3 weeks, but I guess that's over with. So I'll have more time for stream. Also, I'll be homeless. But, well, we're just gonna have to... Just gonna stream. Just gonna stream. Not gonna think about it. I'm gonna stream and I'm not gonna think about it. We're gonna play the video game, and we're not gonna think about it. You translate back into real space near a solar corona. A death-cult vessel nearby moves in to attack. Welcome back, Mr. One. Always good to see. Always good to see you here. Oh. Man. A little bit, maybe a little low energy today. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll take my frustrations out on these people. There we go.
Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, that's how it is. It may not end up happening, but we'll see. That's just going right through my shields.
I'm sorry, I can't help but say anything.
Yeah, no, it's alright. Let's see, lance them again. Do I want to just hit their shields again? I guess I will. Why is my beam not going? Did I get screwed out of my beam? No, I didn't. Okay. Let's see. That room's already vacuumed, so no harm in starting to fire there. There we go. Not difficult. Close up the doors. Everybody back to stations and get us out of here. So I already have an affiliation, and I think... Okay, but... So we're in the Raider homeworlds, or clan worlds, rather, and I am a Raider? So does something happen if I go to here again? Maybe? We'll check it out. It's not just going to be the same event again. It is the same event again. Oh, alright. Yeah. I mean, we got a bunch of free shit, so okay. I guess there's no reason not to just change your affiliation as often as you can, because you get gifts. Yay. Okay, let's also put these repair drones on our servitors, I guess. Oh, this guy's a little tougher. He can take... There we go. Still can't figure out how to close the loadout window. There we go. Okay, that's the Technovirus.
Do you mean you switched off from being a Raider before arriving here?
No, I was still a Raider, and then I became a Raider again, and I got the sign-up gifts again. I wish that worked for real jobs. You can... When we had that big police shortage and we were having... Every police department had sign-on bonuses, it would be cool to just repeatedly join and then quit. Just get $2,000 every time. You find yourself in front of a vast and seemingly deserted trade depot. Okay, free missiles. I will take those. You arrive just outside the perimeter of a war cult convoy. You notice several transport ships veering off course, taking them outside of the defensive formation of the main fleet. You consider launching an attack on one of the ships. So do I attack the armor transport or the weapons transport? We're pretty good on weapons, although, no, I mean, I could use some upgrades to these bolt cannons. Yeah, we'll go for weapons then. Let's see, what do they got? They got the Hull Ripper 2. That sounds bad. That's really bad, actually. Okay. These guys are scary. Oh, God. Alright, well, you know, since they're so scary, let's, there we go, okay. And then these guys can focus on shields. You need to be controlled a little more precisely. Okay, they are now less dangerous. Until they get that fixed up, which they will get done pretty quick. I can't control this dog right now. And we don't really have good borders unless we want to put Varask and Vix out. Which probably don't. I may come to regret this, but we'll see. Okay. Coordinate our attacks. So... Okay, no shields for you. And... start beaming them. Hit them with the siege beam. Oh, so this... okay. So you pay the munition price to start the siege beam charging. And then... And then they die. You recover several pieces of still-functioning war gear from the remains. Ah, that's a personal weapon. Okay. Well, nonetheless, we'll give it to Zagreth.
Never mind.
Okay, never minding. Why? Oh, that's interesting. Is this harming the dog? No. No, he's fine. Okay. We should probably take care of that breach before, it begins to cause problems. We'll have our enforcers deal with that. Oh, or the dog will go in and deal with it. There we go. Okay, that's that taken care of. I don't need to breathe, so I'll deal with this personally. Ooh, you guys should get out of there. Because you guys do need to breathe. Go, just fix that up real quick. Okay, now we're fighting. That's fine, I can fight too. No thank to Mr. Skeletal. My bones are strong enough as is. Are we ever gonna fix this door? What's going on with the door? Hello? Door? Will it fix itself when I warp? Maybe. No, it's still fucked. Are you also journeying coreward? I've encountered others like you, but they never return. Yeah, whatever. Heat beam, flare cannon. Alright. And the disruptor. Okay, that creates a hull breach. Creates a hull breach every time. Interesting. Okay, and it shoots twice. So we could replace our... Oh, it only needs one power. Okay, so that's a no-brainer replacement for our bolt cannon. Like so. And then Heat Beam 2. Does not affect shields, creates fire. Ooh. Okay. 50, 60, can't afford it. Okay. Unless I sell this combat shield. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Still can't afford it. What else can we sell? Can I sell... No. Can I... Okay, you can't sell that. Can I sell... Well, I will, maybe I won't sell this. Because it won't make the difference, and... Okay, what if... +1 DPI... I mean, that sounds pretty good, is the thing. We need our air tanks. I like having that thing. I feel like the repair drones are kind of the weakest link. So... let's shop after all. Sell. It's worth 2? My god, okay. There we go, okay. Now we got the heat beam.
Would you sell the cannon?
I don't want to sell the cannon, because I need the cannons to get the shields down, because otherwise the heat beam doesn't work at all. And then, yeah, we can't really afford it. Well, not really. We can't afford anything else at all, so yeah. Alright. Let's hope we don't regret that. Attack the Blood Cult warship. Boost up the good old flare cannon. See how this goes. Okay, no shields for you. I would like to get his shields down a little bit further before we start firing up the laser. Well, that takes 20 infested. What does that mean? What does that mean? Spawns Thrall on death. Oh. That's bad. Could you not do that? Okay. Now it's time to juice up the heat beam. Let me just... what do I want to hit? Let's hit their piloting one more time with the macro lance before we power it down. And then... yeah, we can't run the heat beam and one of our cannons at the same time. But that's fine, because once we get this thing running, let's maximize the fire damage, like so, I think. That ought to do it. It does take all day to charge up. What's happening over here? Hey, knock that off. What the hell? Do they have a... how are they getting through our shields? What is that? Get out of there. Is our heckin' doggo losing HP here? Okay, well, they're almost dead. Even with that... oh, they fucked up our weapons! Oh, god damn it. Should I even bother with the heat beam now? I'm gonna heat beam them. Oh, they're gonna fix up their shields before I have a chance to beam them. Aw, man. Okay. Well, it was a cool idea, but no. Not this time. Yeah, it looks like fire beams aren't quite as badass as they, Oh, did he kill the dog? I think they killed the dog. Yeah. Does the dog come back? Or is that just it? Why won't you die? Wait, does the flare cannon not do Oh! The flare cannon doesn't actually damage their hull. Ah. Okay. I didn't realize that was how it worked. Okay, well, I've kind of screwed myself. Gonna go ahead and fire a missile. There we go. So now we know. We'll take that into consideration. Let's see, grenade launcher, sure. All right, who gets the grenade launcher? Is it you? Yes, it is. No, wait, that's me. Excuse me. Yeah, I may as well give it to myself. Nah, I'd probably better give it to... Let's see, he's got one. He doesn't. There we go. Alright. I hope that sneeze didn't blow anybody's eardrums out. Okay. A mysterious howl seems to sound from all directions as you find yourself under attack by a demonically possessed warship. Oh no. Okay. Warp on over there and grab the treasure. We got a little skeleton bones here. Let's see. Does this guy immune to suffocation? That's obnoxious. Let's see. You can deal with this. Let's get our husk out of there. There we go. Oh, and the dog does come back. Okay. Power up the lance. Take down the shields. Grab the loot. Get out. Let's see here. What's the plan? Shields are damaged. I would like to lance them once more before we try and fire again. There we go. Just focus down those shields. Oh, man, their shields are tough. Ooh, and we're covered in shit here. Okay, let's fix that real quick. Do we maybe want to kind of hurry this along? Yeah, I may have screwed up our build. I didn't realize this flare cannon didn't do hull damage. It just does breaches. Uh-oh, that's not good. Okay, well, we can kind of use missiles as a crutch. Unless we miss... Oh, boy. I screwed up our build. Oh, no. Okay, well, we won that one anyway. I don't know if we're going to get away with that next time. What the fuck is happening? Huh? Okay, you guys deal with that, I guess. Okay, is the stank gonna go away? Is it gonna keep screwing up our husk? Does the stank go away? Okay, it does eventually go away on its own. You don't actually have to vent your air. Okay. Well, we may have lost this one at this point because I really have screwed up our build completely, but does this go on armor? No, that's a tool. Yeah. I assume that Zagreth. Okay. Well, Zagreth's kind of a badass now. Take that. Makes him slow, but that's fine. That's not fine, but... There is a wrecked cultist vessel, but it has long been picked clean. You move on. Okay, can we at least get a scrounge enough to get our weapon system upgraded? 75. That would be a no. Shipyard. I don't need any more servitors, so we can repair, probably the smart thing would be to repair hull points. Yeah. While most of the shipyard's facilities have long been abandoned, a small handful are still functional. You use them to repair your hull. Yay. Oh, and that did heal us up a little bit. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, if we can get here, then maybe we can fix our build. Your vessel emerges from subspace near a colossal star. You receive a transmission. The immortal king delivers us from evil. Okay, see, these people need to actually breathe, which, that is the kind of thing our build is best at dealing with. So let's wait for that to... What the fuck? Oh, interesting. Hey, knock that off. What the fuck? Get him out of there. The enemy begins performing evasive maneuvers and prepares to jump out. The fuck he will. We fucking missed. God damn it. Okay. What now? I guess we'll power down our flare and power up our heat beam, although he's going to be long gone by the time that thing charges up, unless we take out his engines. Okay, we could also... Well, the driver is not in the driver's seat. Oh, now he is. Yeah, we might missile him. We're on fire again. All in all, I would actually prefer not to be on fire. It's all the same to you. Okay, no engines for you. Everybody back to stations. The heat beam's getting ready. Come on, heat beam. Come on, heat beam. There we go. Okay, and burn. There we go. How do you like that? All right. Just a little... Just gonna be a little bit on fire. Just a little bit. It's alright. No, we don't need air in there. Don't need air in there. That's fine. Oops, no. Like I said, we don't need air in there. Why are our shields getting zapped? What's going on with that? Okay, we need those shields down so we can set things on fire. They seem to have dealt with the fires we set. You know, all in all, I would really like to not be here anymore, what with the whole, fire thing. And, okay, well, there that goes. Let's missile him then. Okay. Easily dealt with. Only need one more shot on them. Yeah, you fire your fire beam right into that area that's already evacuated. That's absolutely fine. There we go. Close all the doors. Grab the scrap and get the hell out of here. Okay, wait a second. I gotta... No. Nope. No thanks. Not for me. No, thank you. Alright, is this more people who don't need to breathe? You come across a blood cult ship idling near the edge of a medium-sized star. It suddenly turns its weapons on you. I can't tell if you need to breathe. Wow. Okay. Oh, just fuck me up, fam. Okay. Alright. That's fine. We should just juice up the siege beam right now, because these guys seem pretty rough. We really need to upgrade our weapons, which we can do pretty okay. Oh, that was just the missile. That's fine. You can shoot that if you want. God damn it. Okay, so much for the so much for the siege beam. Let's lance their shields one more time. There you go. No air for you. Could you get out of there, please? What is that? Doesn't need to breathe. Or it does need to breathe. Okay, the dog's gonna deal with it. That's fine. We're still getting... Hey, can you not with that shit? Holy shit. Okay, fuck the macro lance. Hit him once more with the flare. And then juice up the heat beam. A broken transmission reaches your ship. The enemy commander's voice filled with resignation. They recognize their defeat and decide to surrender. You know what? That sounds absolutely fine. Let's get the fuck out of here. Ah, now these people do not need to breathe. That's a problem. A feeling of supernatural dread washes over you. Moments later, you find yourself under attack by a bizarre warship. There's something very wrong about this ship. This is like the 8th possessed ship I've seen. I don't know why my character's like, oh my god, there's something wrong with this ship. What could it mean? Well, there's literally no point in using the flare cannon, so we can write that off. I guess we'll missile him. Okay, contents retrieved. And now we wait. For the siege beam. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay, I should have used the beam. Never mind. That was the correct decision. There we go. Scrap metal, munitions.
What does the Psyker do again?
I don't know, because we don't have one. Let's fix up our oxygen system. That's pretty important. Yeah, we don't have a Psyker. We got a Hex Priest who can... Ooh, I probably should have been using that. The projectile that prevents the target system from being repaired. I should have been using that. That was silly. I forgot I had that. Okay, so... let's save up for the store. Even though I would really like to upgrade our weapons. You discover a cache hidden within a comet. There are some arcane reagents within. Necrotizing reagents. Ritual materials to summon a Necrolurch. The contents within churn with nauseating colors, and the stench of death permeates all its surroundings. Whoopee. There's a trading outpost ahead. A salvage team arrived recently, appearing thoroughly shaken. They recounted a skirmish with a fierce canine-like entity. Such creatures are believed long extinct, but their tale was unsettling. Yeah, I have one on my ship. He kills anything that boards the ship. It's pretty cool. Okay, so terror missile, rift bomb. No, thank you. Hey. Okay, these are systems. Shield charger, that sounds cool. And a husk rack. Well, first order of business is hull repair. Second order of business is probably the shield charger, because that sounds cool. I'll stick it here. And then we'll use the rest for upgrades. Put one into weapons. I'm thinking engines. Yeah, I think so. I would also like to upgrade my siege beam at some point, but... Okay, juice up the siege beam. And the engines. Probably turn off the launch bay, because we haven't been using that. There we go. There is a wrecked orbital siege platform here. You discover a quantity of munitions within. Oh boy. I always enjoy free shit. You drop in from subspace and pass through a large dust cloud. No hostiles detected. You move on. Okay. Do we want to go to the... Oh, yeah, we gotta go to the furry stars. Okay, well, here we go. It's time to get yiffed at the furry stars. Oh no. You arrive at a string of systems known as the furry stars. Little is known about this region except that brave travelers who have returned from here speak lurid tales of rampant violence and ritual slaughter. Yeah, it sounds like a furry convention. Let's see, mercenary, mechanic, probably go down the middle. A planet in the distance silently burns, its surface thoroughly glassed. You detect nothing of interest as you fly past. Okay. You briefly detect a chromic vessel on your sensors without it detecting you in return. The violent ionic pulses of the nearby star have masked your presence.
We're getting close to the final system, it seems.
Maybe. This may be a good opportunity to gain the upper hand. Fuck it, sure. You close in on the chromic warship. Unfortunately, your approach is detected, and the cultists quickly turn to engage. Well, that's bullshit. Alright, these guys seem pretty scary. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Well, the strategy remains the same. Not enough juice for that. What can I juice down? We don't need to breathe. Up with the macro links. Oh, they are boarding. Okay. Chaos Knight. That sounds bad. Let's just soften him up with a little oxygen deprivation first. You know, he begins to realize the problem. There we go. Does this thing need to breathe? It does not. Okay, well, you can fight in the no air then. It occurs to me that I did turn off our oxygen. Let's see. Okay, we'll fire the Storm 2. Probably fired it at their oxygen. I think we can make this build work. We just need to be smarter about it. Takes thinking. Okay, no oxygen for you. Oh, there goes the dog. Oh, he got fucking kicked out of the airlock. Why did the game pause itself? Is there a meaning to that? Okay. Should probably flay a different part of their ship. Okay, you guys get ready for the big one.
That's amazing.
Ah, yeah, there we go. Should probably have everybody gang up on this guy. Let's, I guess I'll activate our shield charger, actually, and then take one out of our, oh, we don't need to. We can use that to get some air back in here. Oh, and the heat beam is ready. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Getting a little stuffy in there. Get breached. Okay, let's put a little more urgency into our oxygen. And it doesn't matter how much of a badass Death Knight you are. And oh, okay, that destroyed them, but Ooh, engineer. Ooh, do we want the oxygen tank or the survivor? Oh, he repairs plus 50, so yeah, we'll take him. Okay. You should probably hang out in the engines, because that's kind of the most important thing to not have destroyed. You can be the guy who operates it. I don't think it actually makes a difference. Because it seems like they don't gain skill. Yeah, they don't. Okay. Let's get out of here before we get EMP'd again. The followers of Crom are loath to voluntarily enter the clouds of poisonous flux vapor favored by death cultists. Oh man, that's when you're soldering, is that what comes out? Nevertheless, you receive weapon fire from one of their warships. Oh boy. Let's see, we probably won't be using the siege beam, so let's power up the storm. There we go. Now everyone has level 3 shields, of course. Oh, well, not anymore. Took those away real quick. Okay, don't need oxygen anymore. Well, we do need oxygen. We don't need double oxygen. Okay, power down the flare, power out the heat beam. Okay, they're gonna have some trouble repairing those shields. I gotta remember to use Zagreth's Technovirus, too. Oh, this is gonna end it. Forgot I queued up that missile. Very little of import survives the explosion. You take what you can. 77 scrap metal, I'll take that.
The skill gained by activity motivated the player to farm experience, so I think removing that is a change for the better.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. We only have 83, but I would really like to swap out our crappy equipment. Reports circulate of an ominous presence that leaves vessels filled with reanimated corpses in its wake. Be wary, traveler. Yeah, I've seen like 40 of those. Now, you guys need to get out more. A Thrall Pit. I don't really want a Thrall Pit. Hull Reaper. A beam that damages hull and restores your own. Okay. That's interesting. I was once again hoping for some weapons. But, okay. I'll take a Hull Reaper. Sure. We'll stick it in this one room here. There we go. Now, I hope I don't regret that. We do have 2 beams now. Beam systems. So, I guess we'll see. Still no joy on a better build, but we'll figure it out. You find yourself in the midst of an asteroid field. Suddenly, you detect the spiny silhouette typical of chromic warships. You ready yourself for battle. Okay, charge up the lance. Are these rocks indicating that I'm gonna get rocked? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Yeah, we'll missile. Let's just get this over with. Okay, no shields for you. Not allowed. Now we'll save the Technovirus. We don't want to start playing techno on their ship until the right opportunity. I kind of wish that I hadn't fixed that one point of hull so that we could use our... We could try out our Reaper beam. Yes, we are getting rocked. Okay, so with their shields down, I think we can just... Okay, you know what? Technovirus. Oop, we gotta storm them down here. Hold on. Yeah, no fixing that. Okay, there you go. Yeah, by the time the heat beam charges, they're dead. Okay.
Crom worshippers seem to be the mantis avoid war.
Yeah. You encounter a warship belonging to the Cult of War. It is damaged from previous engagement, but that does not seem to have diminished its willingness to fight. Okay. This one seems relatively easy. I suspect the macro... Is the Macro Lance just going to insta these guys? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Well, this will be funny. Howdy, fellas. How you doing? Goodbye. The enemy starship's innards have been exposed to the void in grisly fashion. You pick it clean of useful material. Well, they give you plenty of scrap in these last few here. Let's see. Probably just more reactor power. And then... Do we have a shop? We got a shaman. Oh, we got a weapons dealer. Okay, let's save up for that then. Hit this shipyard. Or no? Yeah, I'll hit this shipyard because we have nothing to do at a shipyard right now. So we'll see what happens here. You cross paths with a supply-laden vessel of the War Cult. Unwilling to yield the initiative, it targets your vessel and opens fire. Okay, what do they got? Magnetic Pulse, that sucks. A Hull Ripper, that sucks. But not that bad. And Fusillade. That's really bad. Okay. Well. Nevertheless. Nah, don't need the heat beam. My guy may have some trouble over there. Yeah, we better call him back. Okay. If we want that that treasure, we're gonna have to get it the hard way. Well, let's see about burning the thing down. Actually, okay, we have one pip that we can... Oh, we can keep the flare cannon going. Okay. That's good for just fucking up their oxygen, if nothing else. Yeah, they're running away. Ah, okay, this is an excuse to fire my... Hull Reaper. And then, ooh, this I get to pick where it fires. Okay, well, we'll go for their... Yeah, we'll go for there. And yeah, okay, that steals their HP. That's cool. Yeah, that does tie up that point of reactor power, though. It's Technovirus, their shields, because I don't want them having shields. That is not allowed. You are not allowed to have those. You're not allowed to fix them. Ooh, but you are allowed to be on fire. That's always allowed. Ah, they got their shields up. Okay, well, they're a little bit on fire. So I'm thinking I can just pop on over there now that they're occupied with all those fires. There we go. Free disruptor? Okay. I'll take it. Just keep those shields down until the heat beam gets back up. I'm hoping that, just kind of taking it as read that everything's on fire over there. I don't actually know. Wait for the flare can to bring the shields down. There we go. A little bit of fire. Just a little. There you go. We are starting to suffocate here, so we'll go ahead and put the oxygen back on. We should also have our Speedy Fixie guy go Speedy Fix the laser beam while he's at it. Not that I think we'll need it, but it's a good thing to have. You know what? We can probably send someone into our sensors so we can actually see over there. Knock that off. Oh, and he hit the beam that we used to steal health. The hell? Oh yeah, they're having a bad time. Okay. Let's breach over there then. There we go. I'll just warp over there, deal with that thing. Yeah, I think once that thing's dead, actually we win. I think? Yeah, there we go. Heavy translocator. That sounds cool. Okay, we can instantly board. That does sound good. 10 munitions also sounds good. We'll take the translocator. So let's see. I'm not certain how to use that, though. And we got our disruptor. Disruptor? I hardly know. It's not funny. Charge time 9, ion damage 1. That's even worse than the flare, I think, at this point. Would have been cool to have at the beginning, but not now. So, this guy... I would give him the heavy translocator, except for the fact that he's, Yeah, these guys are too stupid to use anything but guns. And this guy's a husk. This guy could use it. Zagreth. Problem is, Zagrath is only cool if he has his giant shield. And what are you? Yeah, that's Ares. So we could give him the Translocator, but he's not really, unless we can get armor for him. Okay, that's the plan. We'll get some armor, and that'll toughen him up. And then he'll, yeah, once he's toughened up, he's about as good at fighting as anybody else. Let's scavenge for munitions. Oh, there's 7. Okay. Because we can use munitions to heal our ship now. Ferromic Interceptor with 4 shield pips. Okay.
We could give him the mage's armor.
Let me check that. You tear back into real space near a giant star. A heavily armored chromic vessel is visible in orbit. It target locks your ship. Okay, what? Oh, we can't. What do you mean, mage? You mean Zagrath? I guess. But, I mean, Zagrath needs his... Well, no, because that's not armor, that's a shield. I don't think anyone has armor. Okay, let's get that shield down. Probably expend a missile. And then flare. Okay, prevent repairs on that. And then get ready for the fire. Ah, they're boarding. Okay, that's trouble. Tell you what, let's... Okay, everyone... Okay. You get into this room. You two. Ooh, no. You need to stay there because you're making the doors work. Okay, so we'll... So let that air out a little. We can power up the storm gun for all the good it does. No, we need to juice up... Oh, we can't juice up our Hull Reaper, because... Yeah. Okay, why did you all go in there? Get out of there. Okay, well, that's what we're doing now, I guess. Gladiatrix? My god. Berserker versus our dog. And a Chaos Knight. Yeah, we might be hosed. I don't know what we're gonna do about a Chaos Knight. Okay, everyone get into this room with the Chaos Knight. Okay, not you, because you're not going to help. You get in there. Okay, luckily things on their ship are going pretty poorly for them. For the heat beam. Nope, they still got shield. Okay, that sucks. Oh, I left my missile on auto fire. I didn't actually mean to do that. That's fine. Okay, well there go their shields. Let's let them feel the burn here. Put it this way, maybe? Go. They burned down the door room. Oh, and we killed him. All right. One more good hit, and that's the end of them. There we go. Okay, we actually survived that. I didn't expect to. We are on fire. That's bad. So okay, so if someone's in the room, they can open the door manually. That's cool, and I think that's new. Okay, he's suffocation resistant, not suffocation proof. Okay, you can get out of there and let that take care of itself. Okay, I didn't really mean for him to walk through the fire, but that's okay. There we go. And right, we can't close the doors now. Okay, I will deal with this personally. Ooh, I will not. I will not deal with this personally. We will leave. We will leave. Okay. Cross your fingers this one isn't too hard. A civilian transport hails you requesting aid. One of their crew members has suffered a violent seizure, and their onboard medical their onboard medical units are malfunctioning. They want to transfer the patient to your ship for immediate treatment. This is a bad idea. Agree to help. The civilians are grateful for their help. As they prepare their shuttle for transfer, their unconscious patient suddenly starts convulsing. His eyes glow with malevolent energy. He speaks. This ship is now under my control. Submit or prepare yourself for an excruciating death. To compound the dire situation, a corrupting influence ripples through the entire vessel, mutating it into a bristling attack craft. That sucks. The hell? Why can't that happen to us? How about you mutate my ship into a bristling attack craft? How about that? God damn it. Alright, someone go fix the stupid health steel beam. Power down the heat beam. Hit the shields. Did they just fire any manner of bullshit at us? In fact, oh, they actually can't... Oh, they can't hurt us. Okay, well, never mind. We're actually alright. That was a miss. Okay. Yeah, we got some imps running around. That'll be dealt with quickly. There we go. Let's juice up our oxygen. I said juice up our oxygen. There we go. And I guess we gotta fix the doors manually, huh? Now, luckily, having the dog in there lets us close the doors. It doesn't make a ton of sense, but I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Alright. Keep messing up those shields. Make sure to miss every shot. That's good. That's great. Gotta love it. Okay, juice up the heat beam. Not the heal beam. I wish it was a heal beam. It does exactly the opposite of heal them, in fact. Let's have Zagnuts. No, he can't. Why can't he? He can. Okay, that was weird. Do you want to get out of there? Like, there's still no air in there. Okay, just keep the shields down so we can charge up our Greater Demon Heart. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, let's deal with that real quick. Once those shields are down, we can fire the Reaper Beam. Okay, everyone out of there before the stank... You know what? Fix the shields. Stank doesn't matter that much. Okay. Need the storm to go off to hit the shields. We're getting beamed. That sucks. That really sucks. Oh no. Please do not beam me. Okay, I'll beam you too, motherfucker. How about that? Let's see. How can we hit the maximum number of rooms here? Yeah, I think 3 is the best we can get. Okay. Go. Aw, man. They screwed us out of one of our... Oh, no. There we go. I think. I can't tell whether or not we got our health from that. Let's hit the shield charger. I don't know if we need the shield charger, but I'm getting sick of getting hit. What was that? What was that meat noise? What was that? Oh, there they go. Meat noises. Incat containers, not a ton of scrap. Let's get out of here. Go to the gun store. Alright, finally we can fix our crappy build.
You did get 2 repairs.
Yeah. I have spent time within the Dominion of Strife. The sheer density of their weapons factories is overwhelming. A society whose every facet has been rendered down to a single purpose, the production of war. That's stupid. We can go to a heat beam too. Oh, that's what we have. Magnetic pulse, devastator beam. Okay, see here, that's a little more my speed. I'll trade these. There we go. Yeah, so that can go through a level 1 shield. I'll take that. We also have missile templates. Antimatter bomb. Double damage to systemless room. Takes 4 munitions. High chance of subspace breach. Ignores shield. Well, they all ignore shields. A chromic invention. High chance of hull breach. Ignores shields, 2 hull damage. And I think we'll stick with the one we got. Micro shield. Let's see, do I want to get rid of the flare? The nice thing about the flare cannon is that it only needs 1 power. But it doesn't really do anything, is the thing. How much power does this guy need? 2? Okay, this guy seems like a straight upgrade over the storm cannon, so let's get rid of that. And we'll repair, and there we go. Okay, that should be a little less fucked up. Let's see here. We should probably be going for level 4 shields. We can put 1 pip in there now, and then save up for another. Let's also take the time to fix up our ship. Juice up the oxygen. Take a sip of my chocolate milk. There is an abandoned service station here. You recover a number of spare armor plates. Ooh, interesting. Okay. I almost don't want to put that on any of my crew because I'm not sure. We'll put it on the servitor. Just kind of hope that he doesn't die. We do have that bonus HP, so they shouldn't be as fragile as they used to be. Okay. All right. You approach the Stargate, the Imperial Core Worlds. All right, this is the last sector here.
Does the mag pulse do any damage?
No, but it should keep their shields down, which will allow our beams to do maximum damage. You arrive at the Imperial Core Worlds. Ahead of you lies the terrible artifact known as the Vault of Souls. Okay, let's head straight into that infernal energy. A wrecked starship idles in the distance. It seems to be suffering some sort of supernatural corruption. You have little time to consider this, as the ship soon activates its weapon and target locks your vessel. Got a tendril. Alright, the tendril will be dealt with shortly. Get those shields down. The flare cannon is going to do literally nothing, so fuck it. Focus on the shields with the mag pulse. I mean, I hope that's how it works. I'm gonna feel really silly if all this does is stun crew. Put our beams charged up. What is this? Greater Demon Heart. Oh, okay. We'll fire a claymore. We may as well hit him with the Technovirus, too. Okay. They still have shields. Why can't I turn on my Devastator? Because I got no power. There we go. Juice up the Devastator. What was that? Oh, they hit us with the Phantom. Okay, let's seal that breach real quick. The game is lagging horribly. That's the real way I know that this is, one other way to know that this is not some kind of mod of FTL based on their source is that it runs like shit. I would like to get their shields down and keep them down, if that's at all possible. I'm beginning to think that the magnetic pulse does not, in fact, actually keep their shields down. Okay, well, we can still devastate. Let's see here. Alright, get devastated. And then we'll fire the Reaper as well. There we go.
Was itself a resource hog.
Really? I never found it to be. Okay, we are suffocating, so let's turn on the oxygen. No, we need to, yeah. There we go. Okay, actually no, because the maelstrom has died down, so sit down and recover our oxygen. There we go. Okay, now we can leave. We'll go into the Ion Storm, why not? You're caught in an Ion Storm when an enemy ship appears on your flank, weapons primed. Okay. Retributor. Although an effective weapon design, the increased energy demands of subspace plasma confinement extracts a toll on the cycle rate of Retributor cannons. Hell Ripper and Bolt Cannon. That's pretty gnarly. Okay, do not want to be hit with any of those. What is this? Siege Bombard, okay. So that's surely not what it does. It doesn't just stun them, right? That would be incredibly silly. Why does it keep pausing itself? It's obnoxious how that fire beam just ignores our shield. God damn it. Okay. Start charging up the Devastator again. In fact, we'll take power out of the Reaper to power up the Flare, because at least it'll punch through the shields just the old-fashioned way. Okay, a system we don't care about got ionized, that's fine. Okay, the mag cannon just fired. Let's see what it does. It misses. Okay, that's what it does. That's cool. That's great. We should also technovirus their shields there. I guess we're gonna have to claymore them again. Yeah, because every shot just misses. God damn. Alright, no fixing that. The Devastator's ready, but their shields are up. Okay, that's a fire. I don't like fire. I'd prefer if my ship wasn't on fire, if it's all the same to you. Get devastated. Oh my god. Get devastated and breached. Okay. We can take a pip out of the engine to fire the Reaper. Just Reap right here. There we go. Alright. I'll take the 84 scrap. Okay, I run back to stations. Do we have the juice to, yes we do. Okay, level 4 shields. Let's get out of here before that hits. Oh, well, we have a shop, we have no money. I can put you in touch with whomever you want, for a fee. I've seen the Technocult's coronal mass extractors in action. It is a mesmerizing yet eerie sight, drawing energy from stars to fuel their insatiable thirst for power. Combat Husk. That guy will get a HP bonus from our passive. Scavenger. Door break speed 1000%. Okay. Another oxygen tank. A translocator. Arc rifle. Plus 3 DPS while nearby ship systems. What? Oh. Like you plug it into the wall. Okay. Well, we can afford that, so fuck it, sure. We'll fix up. There we go. That's all we got. Unless we can scrounge something to sell for an air tank, but I don't think we really have a use for another air tank. I'll probably give it to maybe this guy. Give it to Zagnuts here. Oops. Screwed that up. Hold on. And then Arkma, that's me. I guess, yeah, I guess I'll take the spear. Sure. Got my poking stick. Don't get close to me. Oh boy, okay. We are not ready for the final boss, but I can't wait to at least see it. You notice the burned-out husk of a cult warship. An Imperial ship emerges from behind its ravaged hull and immediately opens fire. Hey, you know, what if we were friendly? What about that? I still don't actually know what the mag pulse does. Whatever. Okay, we're going to want a missile too. Make sure our engines are at max. There we go. And more bullshit. I do not believe in the magic of a young girl's heart. God damn it, it's always that room, too. Hey, knock that off. What the hell? What the fuck? Stop it. Stop setting my shit on fire, you assholes. Fucking knock it off! They're setting me on fire! Oh my god, they never stop! How many times can you do that? God damn. Okay. Charger. No oxygen. We're gonna need oxygen, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. Fuck it. Beam, beam. No. Max that out. No! Oh. That was a waste of a munition, but... Why does it keep pausing itself? Okay, the flare can focus on their weapons. In fact, you can focus there too. Ooh, that is a raging fire. There we go. Oh, there's also a door here. Okay, any second now, the Devastator will come online. There we go. Get devastated. Like so. Eat a dick. Goodbye. Now we've broken the thing that lets us open the doors. Alright, I forgot these guys are immune to fire. Mostly. Okay, juice up our oxygen. Wait for the fires to go out. Where's our super repair guy? There we go. Okay, that's that fixed. Wait for him to fix the sled. Yeah. There we go. Alright. One last shipyard, and then the final boss. I guess we'll scavenge munitions again, because we go through them pretty quick. Alright, there we go, Vault of Souls. The Doom Engine. A vast and terrible vessel appears before you. It is a Doom Engine, an infernal monument to interminable war. Its transmissions are incoherent, but the hostile intent is clear. The enemy ship moves in to attack. Alright, well, let's throw everything we got at this sucker. Power down the beams real for a sec. Probably want to put everything into engines that we can. I really should have got a...
All those systems.
Yeah, he's got all of them, it looks like. Really should have put points into... You can't, yeah. Put points into shields while we... Not shields, into energy pips while we... Well, we could have, but it's too late now. I guess we'll power a shield charger, sure. Okay. Mm-hmm. Of course, they're going to try and board. Let's Technovirus their shields so we can keep those down. Okay, what did you send me? Chaos Knight? Eh. Seen worse. See, he's the guy with the super beam, so let's... Okay. Yeah, there we go. So we should be able to super beam him down pretty quick. Oh yeah, alright. Gets the job done. Yeah, make sure to miss. That's great.
Don't you lose dodge when you leave the throne?
Yeah, but I also lose the game if this guy kills everybody, so I think that makes him priority 1. Okay, that went quick. Everybody back to business as usual.
Low.
Okay, juice up the Devastator. We did not manage to damage their shield. Oh, well, okay. Doom Effigy. Immune to suffocation. Okay. Does this count as a system for the purpose of his +3 DPS? Nearby ship systems. I can't really tell. Well, I mean, he's doing okay, so... The other thing is we could try using this heavy translocator. What does this thing do? Graviton... Oh, that's why everyone's slow. He hit us with the gravy field. You know, I should probably be dealing with these things as well. These all sound pretty bad. This one probably being the worst. Okay, well, you can... I mean, we also need someone to fix our... Oh, here we go. Okay, the Husk will deal with that, that's fine. You know what? Let's repair drone our shield. You know what? You're probably good where you are, honestly. The Husk is probably gonna die. Okay, well, their shields are down, so we can start beaming. What do you mean immune? Oh, that's bullshit. Take a point out of our dodge to power up the siege beam as well. And they just juiced up their shields, okay. Who's dying? The Husk. There's not a ton I can do about that. Okay, who? Okay, it's this guy. Okay, he's about to deal with that, so that's okay. No, he's not, because this skeleton's at 8 health. Alright, you guys get out of there. I'm just gonna have to warp in there. In fact, you should... There we go, I knew this thing would come in handy. You warp in there, I'll warp in here and deal with these skeletons. Okay. Why is the... Oh, because our weapons got shot. Fuck. Okay, I guess I should have had you warp over here. The siege beam is going off, but it's not going to do anything because they have their shields up. Well, that's that thing dealt with, at least. Okay, their shields are back down. Just some time for the siege beam to go off again. That suits me. Devastators charging back up. I should probably use my shield charger. They're really doing a number on us. Ooh, I was out of my chair. I should have been in my chair. Okay, well. All of our systems are ionized. That sucks. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, I'm glad I activated the charger. Because that's some goddamn bullshit right there. Let's focus this thing down next. Yeah, that really sucks. Okay, luckily most of those missed. Let's techno his shields again, because he's repairing them. Like some kind of asshole. Okay. We can just get that one last shield pip down. I don't know why the game keeps pausing itself. Everything in... There we go. Okay. Get devastated. Who are we gonna devastate first? That slowdown thing is really obnoxious, so let's kill that. Except we'll focus here, because that'll affect their ability to dodge. There we go. Okay, well, they put their shields up just in time, but that's... The crew aboard the enemy vessel appear to be conducting a ritual. Well, okay. Suddenly, protective wards materialize around the enemy's vessel's systems, shielding them from harm. You hear the sound of intruder alarms. A pair of war machines have materialized aboard your ship. 130 HP? Oh my god. Okay. And that fixes all their systems, huh? Alright. That's how we're gonna do it, okay. Where did those guys beam in? My scanners are dead, so I can't tell. Let's repair droner scanners. Okay. He's suffocation resistant. I'm not sure if that makes it worth it to try and suffocate him. I guess we can try.
Immune.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to deal with this personally, even though it fucks up our... Ooh, and we don't forget we have these things. Restores 5. Oh, we have about that many missing. There we go. Let's make sure we use those before that guy gets killed. Yeah, so their shields cannot be you can't damage their shields. What? Well, what the fuck do I do then? Okay. Who's dying? Everyone. Well, stop it. Stop dying. Not allowed.
Would you have to kill the preying crew?
Yeah, that must be it. Which is a tall order. Okay, but I guess as soon as these guys are dead, we'll head on over there. Well, there goes my shield charger. Kind of needed that. Okay, this guy's about to die. I guess I'll just let him die. For those about to die, I salute you. Oh well, we dealt with one of them. Okay, you guys head over here. And... oh, okay, well, they're not... They don't have their magic indestructible systems anymore, so that's good. The Reaper beam is going off, even though I didn't actually want it to. It's not burning munitions when it does that, right? Probably is. Probably is. Okay, well. If that's the case, I actually want the engineer guy to be in the weapon room. There we go. I was gonna use his heavy translocator to board, but in fact, everyone just needs to get back to positions. Because I was gonna board, but now that I know we don't need to. No, not you. You keep fixing. Damn it. I'm playing like shit. Let's use another patch before that guy dies. Yeah, that one servitor has just never been scratched this entire fight. I guess we can have our monster. Oh, God, no. No, please. This might be the end. Oh, or they could miss every shot. Okay. That still sucks, but not as bad as I thought it would. Okay. Can you warp again pretty soon? Techno their shields. Vrask, you're immune to fire. You can go over there and help. Make sure to miss. That's very important. I am too overwhelmed to provide meaningful commentary at this point. There's not a lot I can actively do. I just have to wait for death, basically. Because you can head over here. I guess he can teleport. Cannot use while moving. We'll stop moving then. No! Damn it! Move to where you are! Okay, never mind then. You can always power up the flare. It doesn't help that we keep missing. Well, there goes our missile. They're down to 2 shields. Once the cannons go off, that means we can devastate. Let's open this to space. Let's power up our oxygen. We do need to breathe. They use their damn shield charger. God damn it. Someone who doesn't need to breathe needs to fix this thing up. That's you. They're about to spam demons, so that sucks. No demons, please. We're full. No? Okay. Doesn't work that way. I'm gonna warp over there and deal with it myself. Yeah, we can't get their shields down. I think we've lost this one already. Because we just don't have a good way to get their shields down. Well, okay. I can devastate now. No, they're back up to 2. Never mind. Extreme energy. Oh boy. Because we weren't losing already. We can Technovirus their shields again. And there goes the Devastator. Wait, no? Okay. Oh, here comes some bullshit. Okay. Can't do anything about it. Why does the game keep pausing itself? My guy should probably go back to his chair. Not you. Wait, okay. Everybody back to stations. Where's my... Oh, he's fighting... Right, he's fighting this demon. I forgot. Okay, now you go back to your chair. You can start fixing our missiles, I think. You may as well teleport. Damn it. You know, I thought I was going to use that thing for boarding. Turns out it's mostly useful for just getting around. Okay, you can fix the siege beam too. Is the missiles back on? Very obnoxious that he just has continuous shield boost. Yeah. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do, yeah. Alright. Oh, okay. We take those. Get breached, get devastated, eat a dick. I'm sure he has another trick up his sleeve. There goes our Devastator. Actually, if I power down the flare, I can keep the Devastator on, right? Right? No, I'm fucked? Okay, never mind. You can keep fixing shit. Can you, do your thing? There you go. Oh, we're out of munitions. Okay, well that's fucked.
I'm turning off my ion drive.
I don't think that's what he said, TTS. Your vessel quakes before a surge of wrathful energies. A maelstrom of psychic power envelops the battle zone, coalescing into a number of fell champions. Many of the unholy beings manifest aboard their accursed vessel, while others emerge from subspace rifts aboard your ship. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Kills grant 1 DPS. Oh, okay. Alright, okay. Well, time to die. Missiles depleted. None of our beams work. Yeah, time to die. Alright. Well, it was fun while it lasted. He just, yeah, he beams right into my couch room. That's fine. Rip engineer guy. Rip pretty much everybody, yeah. We can no longer power up the Devastator. Oh, man. If we could just get our beams working, we would actually have a chance, too.
He's out of engines, though.
I don't think so. Out of shields,
Shields.
yeah. Yeah, his shields are Not dead, but damaged. Did I kill the big guy? Oh yeah, I did. Alright. Oh no, there he is. No, he just left. Okay. Oh, I'll follow him, I guess. Everyone else on the ship is dead. Yeah, there it goes. All right. We can just get our weapons back up. Because they still have no shields. It sucks that having any ion damage in your weapons completely prevents you from reallocating.
It was really close.
I don't think it was. I think we were pretty far off. But it was pretty damn good for a first try. Yeah, there we go. Your vessel has fallen. Hull destroyed by the Doom engine. We acquired 1,854 scrapped. We reached the end. We encountered 66 nodes. And we did have a difficulty multiplier. Our score is... What? What? Oh, okay. I think that's, like, roguelite carryover points? I don't know. Ah, yeah, it is. So we have 3 grand in carryover points. We have the Interdictor A. Is there lore on the Interdictor? No? Randomized hull. No, you got the Cruiser and the Dictor. Interdictor, I don't know. Comes with... Okay, this is basically the equivalent of the NG ship, is the impression I'm getting from the OG. Which the NG ship was my favorite. So... maybe next time we will play with the Lone Nocturne. Oh, it's random. Never mind. Just the Interdictor A. Outfitted with a husk rack for overwhelming enemy crews in bloody melee. Overwhelming them with 15 HP husks? I can't imagine that actually working. Alright, well, I'm starting to get a headache. It's been 2 hours. I think we're going to call it here. Oh, okay, the husks have plus 10 HP, so that might actually do something. Okay, that sounds cool. I'm excited to try this one. One thing that I was thinking we could do is I could put some watch-along content in the background. Although I don't want to just end the YouTube stream. What are we thinking? I may end the YouTube stream. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we're going to end the YouTube stream here. I have an alternative method for going Twitch only that, I think if I just hit in stream on YouTube, then I should be immune to copyright strikes on YouTube. I am getting a headache. So, okay. To the folks on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the VOD, and I will see you all next time. And on Twitch, we will continue.